Okay, welcome everybody. This is going to be a quick moment for you to meet my friend Stephanie, and for Stephanie and I to speak into an upcoming offering that she has involving learning a very delicious mantra. I think you all know me. I'm Sarah Hutchinson, and yogabeyondtheposes.com is where you can find me. And part of the Beyond the Poses is practicing mantra. This is what brings me to you today with this offer. So we're going to talk a little bit about what mantra is. I'll mention a couple things. Stephanie will then go into it. Mantra is the sonic science that we find so powerfully positioned in the yoga tradition to allow us to enter into a greater dimensionality in life. As a Western medical professional and a go-hard Western woman, when I was first exposed to mantra, I was like, really? Seriously? What? Isn't that for people in India that don't have a lot of clothes on? And yet the people who introduced me had a very compelling presence. And I wanted to be like them. So I tried it. And practicing mantra has changed my life. Stephanie and I will talk about this later in a longer podcast, but I just wanted to leave that with you. So my story is that mantra has changed my life, and the mantra that Stephanie is going to be offering to teach has really changed my life. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my friend and my colleague, Stephanie Chi Barea. That's where you can find her online, stephaniechiBarea.com. And without further ado, what do you got for us, Steph?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you for that lovely description of mantra. When I first became exposed, I was immediately drawn to both the external, the chanting out loud that we did, in yoga class, even something as simple or perceived as simple as Om. There was something really intriguing about the way that it felt in my body and the way that it was able to capture my mind. And so those times I found when my mind was scattered about, my mind was feeling less than contained, my mind was even overcome with discord or just angst, some dimension that felt a little less than steady, a little less than where I hoped to be. Mantra really has been an effective tool for me to both contain my mind, soothe my mind, and I think this is what this offering that I'm hosting this summer, this 8 weeks of a deep dive into a body of mantras, 16 mantras, that really constitutes the main body of my own personal practice and has for many years now. The practice is called Sri Sukta, and it's a perfect alchemical formula of mantric energy, resonant vibration that invokes and awakens the forces of abundance and nurturance within us, and then consequently in the field around us. So what I love about this practice and offering it in this way is that it's a little more bite-sized. We'll just do 2 verses per week, which is still a lot, but it's an opportunity to begin to have a relationship. I'm going to have a relationship with this mantra for my whole life. This is a first weaving of an opportunity to dive into personal practice and also group practice. So there's power in just the knowing that we're in our seats at different points in the planet, tuning into this vibrational consciousness of inner and outer prosperity, to know that we're not doing it alone. And even to know that maybe when we stumble or we forget something or don't do it as well as we think we ought to do it, that there are those of us holding that for us. At the very least, I'm doing it. I know Sarah's doing it. But this interreliance and this real palpable sense of support that we can find when we do group practice in this way. So that's the invitation for us to dive into this together and to know that it's just the beginning of a longer relationship we may have with one another and with this sacred song.
So that's a beautiful description of the why we would want to take some time and commit to learning this mantra. Let us know, Stephanie, as we conclude, the how. How can people link to you in order to get enrolled for this virtual offering to come together?
So my website, stephaniechiberea.com, and under events, you'll see it there. I'll share the link with you, Sarah, so you can share it out.
In the email that goes with this video. Yeah.
This is a donation-based class, and the proceeds are going directly to the construction of an educational center on some reclaimed land that the Penobscot Nation has now procured for themselves. They're building an educational center. My mentor, Sherry Mitchell, is spearheading this project to create a place where Indigenous wisdom can be shared more freely among all people, all seekers. So that's where our abundance will go towards. And you'll receive a lot of support. I will have video tutorials. We will talk about how awkward Sanskrit can feel in our mouths. We'll start to learn sounds, just like when we learned yoga poses. Everything felt a little unfamiliar at times. We will embark upon this journey together joyfully, curious heart, a compassionate heart, because at the very root of it, this is a devotional practice, and it's our intention that we bring that really makes the difference as to the potency of what we're doing.
Beautiful. And I heard you say 8 weeks, I believe, because I'll be a part of the group. Even though I know the mantra, I love to come together, as Stephanie said, and practice together to cultivate this field. Beginning June 10th?
Beginning Friday, June 10th, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, which makes it 9:30 a.m. Mountain.
Yeah.
The sessions will be 30 minutes, so it's not a huge amount of time to be in this virtual space together, but it'll be very effective. And then each week you'll also receive additional video segments and audio segments of the verses that we are working with. So you can work with them individually as well as listen potentially to the entire body.
Right. So 8 weeks beginning on Friday, June 10th, and mapping out 8 Fridays. And if people cannot be live, of course, the recordings will be available. They can register on your website. And when you go to Stephanie's website and find this particular offering, you'll see different levels of donation that you can participate in. And proceeds are going to build an educational center in Maine to promote and support the voice of Indigenous people. All right, so that's it. So check the email that goes with this video for the links, and reach out to me with any questions that you may have. You'll also see Stephanie's website there. Look forward to seeing you with this Yoga Beyond the Poses offering, collaborating with stephaniechiberea.com to bring a group together to feel support and feel the prosperity that exists within and without, despite all evidence to the contrary in today's world. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thanks, Sarah.
Namaste.
Namaste.